Meat. It's on our plates, in our history books, and at the center of countless debates. For some, it's comfort, a warm stew on a cold day, a smoky barbecue at a summer gathering. For others, it's a controversial indulgence, tied to questions of health, ethics, and sustainability. It's a food so universal yet so divisive. But have you ever paused to wonder, what really happens when you eat meat? Where does it go? How does it shape your body, your mind, and even your world? From ancient hunting grounds to modern farm-to-table dining, meat's role in our lives is undeniable. It's a story of survival, a symbol of celebration, and sometimes a cause for concern. But its impact goes beyond the plate. It's woven into our traditions, our economies, and even our environmental choices. The question isn't just about eating meat, it's about understanding its place in the bigger picture. For thousands of years, meat was survival. Picture this. Our ancestors tracking herds across vast landscapes, working together to bring down prey. Every hunt was an event, a test of skill, endurance, and unity. When the hunt was successful, it wasn't just food, it was a celebration of survival itself. Meat provided the dense nutrients they needed to build strength, endure the cold, and protect their communities. It wasn't a luxury, it was life, but the story didn't stop there. As societies evolved, so did our relationship with meat. From small-scale farming to industrialized production, meat became more than survival. It became a symbol of abundance. Today, it's a global industry, feeding billions with advanced processing, sophisticated supply chains, and endless variety. Think about it. The burger in New York, the steak in Paris, the kebab in Istanbul, all part of a massive, interconnected system. Yet with abundance comes questions. Is the meat on our plates the same as what our ancestors relied on? Have we gained something or lost something in this evolution? What's the true cost of this convenience for our health, our environment, and our future? These are the questions we'll explore. What's your favorite meat dish? Type it in the comments. The moment you bite into that juicy burger, your body springs into action. It all begins with your teeth, breaking the meat into smaller pieces, while enzymes in your saliva start to break down proteins. This is more than chewing. It's the first step in unlocking the power of meat's nutrients. Once swallowed, the stomach takes over as the real work begins. It releases powerful acids and enzymes, transforming the meat into a digestible form called chyme. This acidic soup might not sound appetizing, but it's a critical process. Without it, your body couldn't extract the vital nutrients packed into every bite. From this process, a wealth of nutrients is released into your bloodstream. Iron is delivered to your red blood cells, supercharging their ability to carry oxygen throughout your body. Zinc, a multitasker, boosts your immune system, helps heal wounds, and even supports your senses of taste and smell. And then there's vitamin B12, an unsung hero for brain health, keeping your mind sharp and your energy levels high. For many, meat is a nutritional goldmine, offering the building blocks for strength, recovery, and vitality. But it doesn't end there. Meat's high protein content triggers the release of hormones that help you feel full, reducing the likelihood of overeating. However, there's a flip side. Meat takes significantly longer to digest than plant-based foods. While this slow digestion keeps you satisfied for hours, it can also lead to bloating or discomfort for some people. Your gut works harder and longer, especially if you've had a particularly large or fatty portion. So what does this mean for you? It depends on your unique digestive system and the type of meat you consume. Have you ever felt heavy or sluggish after a meal? Or do you find meat keeps you energized and focused? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear how your body responds. Here's where the story takes a twist. Not all meat is created equal. On one side, lean cuts like chicken breast or grass-fed beef are loaded with high-quality protein and lower in unhealthy fats. These options provide a steady stream of energy, support muscle growth, and even aid in maintaining a healthy metabolism. For athletes or anyone recovering from injury, the protein in these meats becomes a vital ally. But let's talk about the other side of the plate. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, and deli slices are often packed with preservatives and additives that extend shelf life but come at a cost to your health. These additives, including nitrates and nitrites, have been linked to inflammation and cellular damage over time. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats as a carcinogen, meaning there is sufficient evidence that these foods can contribute to certain types of cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. Over time, excessive consumption of these meats can also lead to chronic conditions like heart disease and hypertension due to their high sodium and fat content. But it's not all bad news. You can reduce your risk by choosing fresh, minimally processed meats and controlling portion sizes. It's about creating balance, not cutting out meat entirely. By pairing lean meats with nutrient-dense sides like whole grains and vegetables, you not only enhance the nutritional value of your meal, but also support long-term health. The synergy between these foods can help mitigate potential risks while maximizing benefits. So, whether you're a fan of grilled chicken, baked fish, or the occasional steak, remember, moderation and variety are your best friends. What does your ideal balanced plate look like? Let us know in the comments. Do you prefer fresh or processed meat? Vote now! Beyond the plate lies a bigger story. Factory farming feeds billions, but it comes at a cost. Picture endless fields cleared of trees, not to grow food for humans, but to cultivate grains to feed livestock. This agricultural shift has led to massive deforestation, particularly in areas like the Amazon rainforest, where biodiversity is irreplaceably lost. Livestock farming is also a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. Methane from cattle and other livestock traps heat in our atmosphere at rates far higher than carbon dioxide. In fact, the global meat industry accounts for nearly 15% of all greenhouse gas emissions, making it a major driver of climate change. Then there's the issue of water. Factory farming consumes vast quantities of it, from raising animals to processing meat. At the same time, runoff from these farms often contaminates rivers and groundwater, introducing nitrates and other pollutants into ecosystems. But there is hope. Change starts with choices. By supporting sustainable practices like free-range farming, grass-fed beef, and organic poultry, we can reduce these impacts. These methods prioritize animal welfare, reduce emissions, and often produce healthier, more nutrient-dense meat. And it's not just about farming practices. Supporting local farmers and smaller producers can help reduce the carbon footprint of transportation and ensure that your food dollars go toward more ethical operations. Even small changes make a difference. Reducing your meat consumption by just 1 or 2 meals a week can lower your personal carbon footprint, conserve water, and save resources. Imagine the impact if millions of people made that choice. Have you tried eating sustainably or reducing your meat intake? Share your tips and experiences in the comments. For many of us, meat is more than just food. It's a tradition, a ritual that brings families and friends together. Think of Grandma's Sunday roast, Dad's secret barbecue sauce, or the aroma of holiday dinners filling the house. These moments aren't just about eating, they're about connection. From Korean bulgogi sizzling on a tabletop grill to Argentinian asado cooked over an open flame, meat is woven into the fabric of cultural identity. It's more than nourishment, it's storytelling. Recipes passed down through generations carry memories of joy, resilience, and togetherness. These traditions ground us, reminding us of where we come from and who we are. But what if we could honor these legacies while adapting to the needs of today? Could we preserve the flavors, the rituals, and the stories while making choices that are healthier for our bodies and kinder to the planet? Reimagining these traditions doesn't mean losing them. It means evolving. Just as our ancestors adapted to their changing world, so can we. By blending old practices with new understanding, we can create meals that connect us to our roots and lead us toward a more sustainable future. What's your favorite meat dish, and what story does it tell? Share your recipe and memories in the comments. Let's weigh it all out. On the pro side, meat is a high-quality source of protein, packed with essential nutrients like iron, zinc, and B12. It's versatile, fitting into countless cuisines and dietary needs. Its protein helps build and repair muscles, supports hormone production, and provides the energy needed for daily activities. In cultures across the world, meat symbolizes abundance and is often the centerpiece of celebratory feasts. Its culinary versatility allows it to shine in everything from delicate soups to hearty stews. But the cons: overconsumption of meat, particularly processed kinds, has been linked to health risks like heart disease, obesity, and even certain cancers. Environmental challenges include greenhouse gas emissions, water overuse, and habitat destruction. Ethical concerns about factory farming and animal welfare also weigh heavily on many people's minds. Balance is the key. Moderation allows us to enjoy the benefits of meat without overindulging in its risks. Pairing meat with vegetables and whole grains doesn't just make a meal more nutritious, it reduces the environmental footprint of what's on your plate. By making mindful choices, we can enjoy the rich flavors and cultural significance of meat while fostering a healthier and more sustainable relationship with food. What steps will you take to find balance on your plate? How do you balance the pros and cons of meat in your diet? Share your tips below. So, what happens when you eat meat? The answer is as layered as the meal itself. It's a story of health, culture, and choices. A journey that's uniquely yours to navigate. What will your next chapter look like? Subscribe for more deep dives into the foods we eat and their impact on our lives. Don't miss our next episode. What happens when you go plant-based?